Building the Chippewas after our national championship victory. After 14 seasons, we did finally get it done in rather convincing fashion over K-State, which I thought was going to happen. You just looked at K-State, you didn't think they were going to hang with us, and they just didn't. So we head into the offseason, and I'm thinking we go and try and go back-to-back. But either way, this is the last season of Building the Chippewas. We head into players leaving. Now, we already took a look at the screen last time. Keelan Burton, you would think this is a massive loss for us. I'm actually more worried about the other guys. Now, Keelan Burton was our best overall wide receiver, but we didn't really get him involved in the offense all that much. So the fact that there is no persuasion chance for him doesn't really hurt me. Are we going to try anyway? Of course we are. Shocker. That doesn't work. The one that would kind of sting here with extremely low persuasion chance is Alan Killebrew. I would love for him to come back for his senior season. I don't think it's going to happen. The other two, we're looking really good to try and bring that back, and that's huge because David Cleveland, Matthew York, big players for our defense. Let's see if we can get Killebrew back. If we can, this is huge, and it does not work. Now, the good news is we recruit well in our offensive line. Hopefully, we do have somebody ready to fill that spot. But high persuasion chance here on David Cleveland. Does he come back? Yes, he does. All right, well, that's good. So then we would imagine that Matthew York comes back, yes? He does. So we help out our defense. The offense takes a little bit of a hit. But we also have to remember that Keelan Burton leaving, not that big of a deal, because we do have that 5-star receiver coming in. Let's take a look at the transfer portal. I do wonder. Now, we have a 4-star left guard, a 4-star corner, and a 4-star right tackle who are interested in coming to Central Michigan. That could be really huge for us. A 4-star defensive end, Percy Hurley. Now, there haven't really been many 4-stars willing to talk to us in the portal. Throughout the duration of this dynasty. But we'll add those 4 to our board and then see what we can get done. Now, the corner, 3-star corner in Tremble, he goes elsewhere. Not the biggest loss. But it's just these 4 right now that I'm looking at. Because Lord knows we're going to have to encourage transfers anyway. Getting 4 stars of any kind on this team is going to be a huge win for us. So we are going to focus all efforts on these 4 right here. Now, we could add some 3 stars and see if there are any gems. Wait, huh? Oh, wait, no, never mind. That's the 5-star quarterback we already got. To the transfer portal again. Now, there's got to be some 3 stars, right? Gotta be some 3 stars. Or maybe since we're a national championship team, none want to come here, and right now that's the case. So, instead of scouting 2 stars, because I don't really know what a 2-star gem really looks like, I think we're just going to leave it how it is. Take a look at our class ranking. We are actually ranked 8th right now, and if we get those transfer portal guys, I do wonder if we could climb into the top 5. Not likely, but you never know. Well, so how did we do? Early on, it's looking pretty good. Tight battle here with Ohio State, which is a little terrifying as I smash my desk. Early lead on the corner, Josh Pujaid. Trailing Iowa on the offensive tackle, Christian Stevenson. And leading on Percy Hurley. Not really much else we can do at this current moment in time. So we will hopefully just sim another week, and maybe we'll be leading on all these guys, and everything will be good. All right, well, Josh Puget, just like that, commits 4-star corner, helps us out, and we also do, remember, we have the really MVP. They didn't really name an MVP of that game, but the MVP of the national championship game in Doug Tant coming back. We also get Percy Hurley before we've even gotten to National Signing Day. Any others? No. But we do lead on Antonio and Christian. How much do we lead by? Lead by Iowa by a good bit. There's no visits we have to worry about, so unless Iowa sways him or does something crazy, we're looking good. And then here on Buckley, I'm going to assume Antonio Buckley or Buckley, who knows? We do lead over Ohio State and Kentucky, but no visits here either, so that's good news. All right, another transfer commits. Christian Stevenson, the right tackle. Do we get the other? No. Buckley does go to Ohio State at the death. We were right there with him. But 3 4-star transfers coming in. Huge boost after some of the players we lost. And I'm really glad to get the right tackle to fit into that spot left open by Alan Killebrew. I don't really think there's a reason to do anything else. I'd always wanted this to be a smaller class, and right now that's going to be the case. And would you look at fucking that? The Central Michigan Chippewas, with still a week to go in this recruiting cycle, have a top 5 class. Finally. We're the national champions. Every single one of our non-conference games is going to be at home. Hawaii, UMass, Memphis, and Sam Houston State. You know what? Let's just call it what it is. It is the last season of Building CMU. We could turn recruiting on auto and really speed up this whole process. As the defending national champions, it's not exactly how I envisioned our national title defense starting. A 36-17 loss to Hawaii. 47-13 win. A fucking 90 overall team lost to Hawaii, who lost their second game. Alright, well, we're kind of starting to roll now. CMU is ranked 19th in the country. 21-7 win over Memphis. Not the offensive performance I would have liked. Now we end non-conference play with Sam Houston State. This is a 90 overall team that is not acting like it. We only beat Sam Houston State by 3. 1 loss, and we are going to be fighting for our playoff lives. Oh, boy. Ethan Petrowski is MAC Offensive Player of the Week for the second time this season. 322 yards, 5 touchdowns. That might put him in contention for National Player of the Week. All right, well, we enter MAC play, and we start playing like a 90 overall team. 52-28 over Northern Illinois. We don't have a bye week. Actually, our bye week is the final week of the regular season, right before the conference championship. Which is a tough stretch to get there, because, I mean, we had a week 2 bye as well. It's a really tough stretch to get there, but that week, if we win, if we make the MAC championship game, that week 14 bye could be huge for us in terms of getting our players healed up. Not as decisive of a win against Toledo, but winning is all we care about right now. CMU is up to number 11 in the country. It appears we're going to have a test on our hands, and that's Ball State, who we played in the MAC championship game just last year. They are 5-1 right now, and that is at Ball State. That could be a really intriguing game if both teams continue to roll. 3 games for us before we meet up with the Cardinals. All right, 24-17 win over a seemingly good Ohio team. Now, they're 1-2 in the MAC, but a winning record overall. We get that done. We climb in the rankings inside the top 10. Ball State continues to climb up to 16, and they are 6-1, 3-0 in the conference. All right, 27-9 over Buffalo, dropping them right to 500 at 4-4. CMU stays 9th in the rankings. And now it is Bowling Green, who is 500 as well. Ball State continues to roll. Still 19th there. 7-1. Oh, you fucking clown. Wow. What good is it to have a 90 overall team when they can just lay eggs? 23-10 over Bowling Green. Our season might be on life support. Ball State lost as well. We are still sitting second in a MAC, but all of a sudden 17th in the country with only 3 games remaining. All right, well, a win over Ball State, a close win, gets us back into that national title contention. Ranked number 14th in the country. We got games against a sub-500 Kent State team and a bowl-eligible Eastern Michigan team that has played spoiler to us in the past. Yeah, once again, not the most convincing win. We do beat Kent State by 2 touchdowns. Eastern lost their last game. We move up 1 spot in the rankings to number 13. 90 overall team for fucking what? We're going to take a look at the college football playoff top 25 and see just what we're up against here. Are we the highest rated group of 5 school or not? Oregon, Florida, Nebraska, West Virginia, Texas, Georgia, Baylor, Bama, UCLA, NC State, Notre Dame, and oh my God. We might lose out on the playoff to Kennesaw State. MAC Defensive Player of the Week, our first of the season, 5 sacks for the senior David Cleveland, 9 total tackles. Woo! Ethan Petrowski also wins MAC Offensive Player of the Week. Just about 300 yards, 4 touchdowns. Petrowski is just dealing out here. We're going to take that as we won. Ball State does finish the regular season ranked. It's a rematch of last year's MAC championship game. Number 12, CMU. Number 23, Ball State. Let's check on the Kennesaw State situation. Kennesaw State won again. They are, higher ranked than we are. First in Conference USA. We're first in the MAC. Now, you look at the team overalls, and, like, obviously they should choose us. If it comes down to Kennesaw State CMU, it's that 1 extra loss that's just killing us. 1 slip up to Bowling Green really probably took us out of being somewhere up here. But, oh boy. We win the MAC championship game. There's no guarantee. There is no guarantee that we make the college football playoff. I get that we're inside the top 12 right now. There ain't no guarantee. Oh, Jesus. We crushed Eastern. 56-10. Oh, boy. The offense hopefully finding its groove. So who does Kennesaw face? It's Kennesaw versus UTEP in the Conference USA Championship. 8-4 UTEP, who Kennesaw State has already beat. That is not exactly the end to building the Chippewas that I was really expecting. Losing out on a playoff spot to Kennesaw.